Hey everyone, Miles Walsh here, and today we're going to cover how to double your inbound lead volume in 30 days without any changes to your website, your ads, your landing pages, adding new channels, or even increasing your ad budget. Now I know that's a big claim and you're probably skeptical, so let's start with some results. Here's how we helped an annuity advisor with an already optimized campaign. So they're running ads. The only thing they did was switch to using our audience targeting, and they reduced their lead cost by 90% versus the industry average. So on average, in the industry, it's about $300 a lead. They managed to get it down to $77.47, and with our targeting, they brought their cost per lead down to $26.11. Now, right here, you can see that they're getting twice the number of leads for the same ad spend, right? Went from 77 to 26. There's a 92% reduction from the industry average and a 66% reduction from their control campaign. This case study is for a group of financial advisors. They generated appointments at $60.59 using our targeting versus $181.56 per appointment using the standard targeting. That's another 67% reduction in cost per lead. So right off the bat, you see here that they're generating leads at 1/3 of the cost, right? 60 versus 181. So they're getting 3 times the number of leads for the same ad spend. These are inbound leads from paid advertising. Here's how we helped a mortgage broker in Florida. During the first 30 days of their Facebook campaign, they took their already established lead gen funnel, switched to using our targeting, and they produced 175 leads with a 6x, so 6,000% ROI. The average commission per sale is about $4,000, and their average cost per lead was $6.11. Real estate company in Maui reduced their cost per lead from $2 down to 70 cents. That's a 67% reduction in their cost per lead acquisition. They generated 571 leads in 21 days. This is another example. So a 67% reduction means that they're getting 3x, right? They're getting about 3 times the number of leads for the same ad spend. Here's another one in real estate in Denver. This real estate broker generated 334 short-form leads and 13 signed contracts with more pending. This is all from just an $1,800 ad spend. Now, for this broker, the average sale was worth about $12,000, right? And they project about $156K from this $1,800 ad spend. Here's a roofing lead generation company quadrupled their conversion rate from 5% to 20%. And this is for a campaign running a service that's worth $10,000 or more in revenue for the client. The one and only change they made was switching to our lead Maven audience targeting. Here's a cool sculpting clinic that saw an 18,000% increase in their conversion rate, from 2% to 37%, for a procedure that generated between $750 to $900 for the clinic. Not only that, but they saw a 38% call-in rate from their ads, and a 43% of their leads scheduled an in-practice consultation. There's a Florida drug and alcohol rehab center. A lead gen campaign reduced their CPL cost per lead from $200 down to $44.55. The campaign converted 23% to 30% of their leads based on if they offered an incentive or not, with 60% of the leads proceeding to qualify for a phone call. This was an 88% reduction in the cost per lead. They're getting roughly 4 to 5x more leads for the same ad spend. Now, there are a lot more case studies. I picked some from across the different verticals. We have a Chicago gym reduced their cost per lead from $200 to $10, 87 inbound leads in the first 30 days. We got a SaaS marketing tool, their cost per click in half. So now they're getting twice the number of clicks versus their baseline campaign. And they got a 70% reduction in the average cost per acquisition. Chiropractor reduced their CPL, cost per lead, from $63 down to $21. Again, another 67%, meaning their budget is getting 3 times the number of leads for the same ad spend. Video marketing service reduced their cost per click from 38 cents down to 7 cents, 82% lower, resulting in 5.4x, so they're reaching 5 times the number of people with the same ad spend. Kentucky Mortgage Broker reduced their cost per lead from $30 down to $3. That's a 90% reduction. Their budget now goes 10 times further. Last one I have here is the Soft Tissue Chiropractic, generated 17 new patients and $25,000 in revenue in the first week alone. Now, the list goes on, and you can see how effective this is across many different industries and different locations, and that's because this approach, this strategy is centered around people. Now, more specifically, it's about identifying and focusing resources on the right people. Before we get into the strategy, I want to highlight who this is for to make sure that you are in the right place. So this is for folks who are actively marketing their product or their service online. Basically, your marketing is working, but you're looking for a competitive advantage, a way to get an edge in your marketplace, right? And there are ways to deploy this offline, but we find that our best clients who see the highest and fastest ROI are using the internet. This is for folks who are ready for a significant growth in inbound leads, in pipeline, in sales, and in revenue. While I believe there's no such thing as standing still, either you're growing or you're shrinking, this won't be a good fit for those not looking for a significant revenue growth. This is for companies who have a tenured marketing and sales team, or at least people who are able to handle a lot more high quality inbound leads. I'm talking about the people, the systems, the process in place to take these sales calls, follow up with the leads, and so on. This is for a B2B typically, or a high ticket business to consumer. This isn't a great strategy for low ticket products or products and services that have a low customer lifetime value because it involves advertising. This is for companies who have a great product with a proven success and happy customers. Now, we're really focused on established companies with a proven process that are ready to take their growth to the next level. Now, with that said, who this is not for, this is not for companies who haven't yet found their product market fit. And I say that because this isn't going to be as turnkey as we're talking. You can use our audience targeting to get in front of your audience and get feedback from the audience and improve your messaging and your product, but it'll likely take more than 30 days, and it's going to take some time to build that foundation. This isn't for folks who don't have a marketing and sales team or people and the process is in place to close deals. As I mentioned earlier, you're going to get an influx of lead volume, and you want to make sure that you can serve these new leads. This isn't for people who are unwilling to evaluate their current strategy and who aren't open to considering a change. Now, I'm not asking you to change, but you need to have some level of openness to look at your strategy and look at it objectively here. So if you're one of these people, I'm going to say it now, like this isn't the right product or service for you, but if you're not, then let's continue. All right, so some key points that I'm going to cover in this video. I want you to know that getting an 80% plus click-through rate on your ads is possible, and it's possible to do this at scale. Reducing your cost to acquire a lead by 60 to 90% is also possible, all right? When you have the right targeting, these things just fall into place. Higher audience conversion rates equals lower acquisition costs, and we'll go through an example in a second, but when you lower your acquisition costs, it allows you to reach more people with the same ad spend, right? So high conversion plus more reach equals the holy grail of quantity and quality at scale. You see, we split the buyer journey into two parts. On the left, you have in-market, people who are researching, preparing to buy. And then you have in-funnel here on the right. And these people who are not only in-market, but they're also evaluating the company's solutions, and they've been to your website, right? So they're not only in market, but they're actively and actually considering to buy from you. The problem is that you have no idea who they are. Since the vast majority, right, more than 9 out of 10 of your website visitors, they don't submit a form, right? They're invisible to you, and there's no way that you can contact them. Well, what if I told you there was a way to identify them by name? And we'll tell you exactly who they are by name, email, phone number, company job title, along with a host of other details. You see, our traffic recognition pixel will deterministically resolve the identity of your website visitors by name. It'll tell you who they are and what pages they've visited, what products they're interested in. And this part of our technology is deterministic, meaning there's no guesswork. It's not based on IP address. It's not based on cookies like other tools out there, right? What also makes this different is it's at the contact level, right? You're not going to get a ping that says, hey, someone from Adobe visited your website, right? Like most other tools like ZoomInfo or Clearbit or Bombora. And that makes a huge difference when you're trying to reach the right person at the right time. It removes all the guesswork, especially if you're targeting either smaller companies who aren't registered, with ZoomInfo, or you're targeting bigger companies where Adobe has 25,000 employees, right? So knowing that someone from Adobe visited isn't very much help. So our pixel, you add our pixel to your site, and it turns your anonymous visitors into a list of people, along with their contact info, allowing you to reach them on any platform, on any of their devices, both online or offline. It also gives you ownership and control over your audience data. You see, this is a permanent record, right? It doesn't expire like a cookie does, and it's portable, right? So you can upload it to any ad platform. You could even take it offline and send them something in the mail. All the benefits of people-based marketing. Your website visitors represent your quickest path to profit, your greatest probability for profit, and the best use of your resources for profit today. Ultimately, it comes down to the best opportunity today for profit. So in summary, we covered how to double your inbound lead volume in 30 days and grow your revenue without any changes to your website, your ads, your landing pages, without adding any new channels or increasing your ad spend. We looked at results, how our clients are doing exactly that, and we also looked at in-market and in-funnel and how that makes all the difference when it comes to your strategy to deliver the right message at the right moment to people who are most interested. So let's, again, just take a quick look at who this is for. It's for folks who are actively marketing their product or service online. We're ready for significant growth, right? Inbound leads, pipeline sales, revenue. They have a tenured marketing and sales team or people in place to handle a lot more high quality inbound leads. They're B2B or high ticket B2C company and have a great product with a proven success and happy customers. Instances where this won't work is if you're not ready for growth, if you don't have the people in place to take the inbound calls or get on the appointments, or no set process to follow up with the leads, right? Manage pipeline or close deals. It's not going to be a good recipe. So if you'd like to see how you can get this kind of advantage in your market, get this kind of advantage over your competition, book a call. I'll answer any questions you have, and I promise you two things. One, what we're going to give you is a low-cost way to take the next step in the buyer process. It's not completely risk-free, but it's very low risk, low price point. And we do this for one reason only. You see, when you utilize this type of data, you're going to quickly realize how much revenue opportunity is just sitting on your doorstep, just waiting. And the second thing is you're going to be educated on the larger opportunity in the buyer's journey, right? In addition to what we covered here today. So book a call. I hope to hear from you soon.